Hi class, let's complete homework 3 or week report number 3. So, as it is for every week report, we have a list of tasks that we are going to complete. And to complete them, we have a bunch of instructions here. I took the liberty of adding a couple of GIFs so that, we can have some visual aid while we're working on this. So all of this is in Blackboard, but obviously Blackboard is gonna link you to the site. So let's just start with the first task, which is just creating a folder for organizing our week reports. So I'm just gonna put this on the side. We're gonna open a file manager here. Then we're gonna go to our repository. Mine is CIS 106. Then here we're gonna create a folder called week reports. So week reports, right? So what we're gonna do is inside week reports, we're gonna create a file called WR3 or week report 3, however you prefer. I like the shorter version, but if you like the longer version, that's okay. So I'm gonna close this file manager and I am going to open VS Code real quick. So I'm gonna click on File, Open Folder, and I'm gonna open my repository CIS 106 and click on Open. Once I have done that, I'm gonna go to Week Reports, make sure that I have the folder selected, and then click on the plus new file icon. Then here I'm gonna name my file wr3.md. Okay, now I'm gonna close VS Code because I have completed this part of the report. Next, we are going to start working on the report. So in the wr3.md file, it's that we are going to include all of this stuff. This is going to help you study. Now, because I know the presentations can be a little long, I added the things that I consider are important to remember from each presentation. You are welcome to add other things that you find important or useful to remember, but if you include the things that I have over here, that guarantees you your 100. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to applications and I'm gonna open VS Code one more time. Okay, again, make sure you have the CIS 106 folder open, and then I'm gonna open the wr3.md file that I just started over here. Let's start working on the report. I'm going to start with my font matter, name, your name here, semester, then the semester you're taking my class on. This happens to be a spring 23, and the course, which happens to be CIS 106. Perfect. Now I'm going to start with the title, called Week Report 3. Then over here, we're going to create some sections. The first section is going to be a summary of the presentations. So I'm going to call this summary of presentations, right? And for each one of these, I'm going to create a subsection for each of the presentations. And I'm just going to use the name of the presentations for my titles. So we have Introduction to Linux, the basics of virtualization. Then we have Exploring Desktop Environments. Finally, we have what is a shell, and then managing software. Perfect. Now over here, I'm going to start with this part. So since it says that my report has to include that, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this and paste it right over here. Sorry, I got a little trip over there. Let's do it one more time and paste. Okay. Now I want to have these questions to be formatted a little better so that it is easier to read. So I'm just gonna bold this, and I can simply select the line and press Ctrl V on the keyboard, V as in a bull, and that will automatically add the markdown for bold. You can do it manually too if you like. And then over here, I can start typing the answer to my question. Now, the answer to these questions, obviously, you're gonna find them by reading the presentation for the given section. You have to do the same for all the others. So you just copy the questions over here. You paste them under the given section. Let me show you a little trick. This is called multi-line editor and editing, and I can do it by pressing the Control key on the keyboard, the Shift key, and then doing the down arrow. And now I can add or remove characters from all the lines in one shot. Again, we're gonna do the same thing over here. So I'm just gonna bold these guys up. And make sure you type your answers over there. Okay, I'm gonna leave the other ones empty. You get the idea of what we're doing over here. So let's move along to, once you have completed this part, this is the part where now we can save, and then if you want to commit at this point, that's okay. So the last thing that you do is this here, managing software. Again, copy and paste the questions, then answer them, and you're done. I'm gonna save my file by click on File and then Save. Perfect. Now I'm gonna leave VS Code open for a moment, and I'm gonna continue with this part here. Inside my VS Code, my CIS 106 repository, I'm gonna create a folder called cheat sheets. Let me delete this one so I can do it in live. We're gonna download the software, the installing software cheat sheet from the URL that I've given you over here. Okay, the file has downloaded. I can close that. Now in my downloads folder, I'm gonna find the file that I just downloaded. So I'm just gonna click on cut, and I'm gonna paste it inside my cheat sheet folder. Right click, new folder, cheat sheets. Paste over here. Good. I'm gonna close this. Now I'm gonna go back to VS Code, and I'm going to create a PDF file of my document. Remember to do this after you have completed all the questions, after you have answered everything. Okay, and now we're gonna click on Terminal, New Terminal, and then we're gonna send everything to GitHub. First, we're gonna do a pull, making sure that our repository, local and also the remote, are up to date. And then we're gonna do git add period, git commit, finished week report 3, and now we're gonna do a git push. If you go to your repository, let's go to github.com. Over here, you're gonna find the URL that you're gonna give me. Click on your week report 3 file and copy this URL on the top. This URL, and that's what you're gonna submit in Blackboard. This URL and the PDF file, this PDF file of the week report. And that's it. If you have any questions about the week report for this week, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to assist.